New developments in a Channel 11 investigation into Social Security overpayments. We've been telling you for more than a month now. Social Security has been demanding people pay back billions of dollars. The agency says it shouldn't have given them. And now some families say they've lost their Social Security because of money that they got as extra help during COVID. 11 Investigates' Amy Hudak is here with how pandemic stimulus checks from the government are now causing some people big problems years later. Amy?
Lisa, Social Security's own rules say those COVID stimulus checks should not count against your benefits eligibility as assets or income. But since our initial report last month, we've heard from people across the country saying that's exactly what happened.
So I just assumed since the government put the money in, they would understand that she's going to have extra money.
David Gruen says his daughter Julia's only income is her monthly Social Security check. Julia is blind and has cerebral palsy. But during the pandemic, $3,200 in stimulus checks, economic impact payments, were deposited into her bank account. Now, SSA has frozen her monthly payments and is demanding thousands of dollars be returned.
The only reason that her assets were too much was because of the stimulus payments she got during COVID.
In our report last month, 11 Investigates first revealed how hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of families have been hit with overpayment demands from Social Security, even when it was the government who made the mistake. Attorney Jen Burdick helps people fight overpayments.
Particularly if the overpayment notice came later, like the people who are getting them now, I think a lot of people aren't thinking about what caused this.
In the wake of our reporting, the Social Security Administration announced it will review its overpayment policies and procedures. But the policy for COVID stimulus payments is clear. In 2021, SSA directed employees not to count that money as income or assets for 1 year to avoid overpayments. Later, that was changed to indefinitely. In the Gruen's case, Social Security initially demanded Julia repay more than double the amount she got in stimulus money, about $7,300, for months of Social Security benefits the agency now thinks she wasn't entitled to. It has since lowered that amount a bit, but hasn't acknowledged the stimulus money error.
They're still after me. Like every month, they send another letter. Did you forget? You still owe us $6,000.
To make matters worse, many states determine Medicaid eligibility based on Social Security approval. The Social Security Administration has denied our repeated requests for interviews. Following our earlier reporting, members of Congress called for a hearing to examine many of these issues. That's scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. We will be watching. Our investigation is also done in partnership with KFF Health News. Reporting in the studio, Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.